Yo, back with episode 48 of Document the Journey. And for the first time in a long time, well, maybe a second time, I just didn't know what the fuck to put on these videos for a while. And honestly, I was just probably going through a phase that a lot of YouTubers, which I'm certainly not, or I guess technically I am, content creators probably hit, and they get to the point where they're like, oh, fuck, do I enjoy doing this anymore? And B, does anyone want to fucking watch? But then at the same time, especially this doc journey stuff separate to the pod, I just thought, well, in 10 years' time, I want to look back on it, and a lot is happening. I just feel like it's not very interesting for people to watch, especially when it's just me sat at my desk. But that is the whole fucking point. And we've only done 47 episodes in about a year and 1 month, so 13 months, which obviously means I haven't quite kept up with an episode a week since I started, which I said I would. But we're pretty much there. Episode 48. It's kind of mad I started doing this 13 months ago, and to be fair, I do enjoy, I haven't done it much, but I looked back at the first episode a while ago, and I was like, fuck, it's kind of nostalgic, and it makes you realise that a lot has happened. And as always, I have not prepared anything to say, so I don't know what the fuck to speak about. But I guess just to keep it about business, a lot is happening right now. For the first time, we're launching these little sample things next week, which might look, they kind of came out a bit weird to be honest, but I think these are going to be a fucking game changer for acquisition. Because stuff has been consistently growing even in summer. I think e-com is genuinely hard right now for a lot of brands, and myself included, if I'm completely honest. It's definitely harder during summer for this sort of product. But this has been the most requested thing since we launched. So we're going to do like a 1 week trial pack or whatever, way cheaper, probably 19 quid I think. Maybe not on the website, just on acquisition, because that's been the most requested thing since we launched. We are going into a certain big retailer in September, 500 stores with this, obviously the main package, and I've got a bunch of other shit happening. I feel like I'm also getting to the point where, maybe off the back of the last episode, but just like in general, where I probably shouldn't speak about everything that we're going to do, because maybe someone will copy it or try and do it first, especially stuff that takes a lot of fucking time and money and effort to do. But yeah, stuff I will talk about. I've got a new flavour, vanilla cinnamon, coming in like September. Maybe I shouldn't speak about it, but fuck it, it's fucking dank. It's like the most requested thing we've ever done in terms of customer feedback. We're redoing Dream Dust because I basically fucked it up. We're potentially moving our fulfillment center. I don't know if the existing one is watching this. They'll probably come back and suddenly care about the account and give me a better price, which happened before. Hired a new person, community manager, which maybe felt a bit fluffy, but I think it's an area we haven't done anything with yet, and I'm really trying to build a legitimate team, obviously to build a legitimate brand long term, which is way more than just D2C and all that stuff. So yeah, and also been speaking to a lot of VCs that I kind of keep flirting with, I guess. Yeah, because I guess that is on the roadmap for like next year, probably. Potentially, we'll see. I don't want to say something and then regret saying it, so I won't say too much on that shit. But yeah, a lot has happened. It's been about fuck me. It's been about 3 weeks since I filmed, so that probably sounds like not that much, but that's like headline stuff that's going on. I feel busier than ever, which is probably a good thing, but it feels productive. Like I'm definitely making progress. We're definitely making progress. This is a real like fucking brain dump. Another thing that's happening, I'm moving out of here in like 3 months, which is mad. Less than 3 months, because just don't want to stay basically. I'm kind of sick of living in central London in a nice high-rise flat, which to most people would sound amazing. It's a very nice area, but I've been around here like coming up to 3.5 years, 4 years by the end of the year. I guess 3.5 years and a bit by the time I move out in September. And I just want to change. And I tweeted the other day saying, where should I move for winter? I'm going to go somewhere else for winter, I think. Maybe Marbella, maybe Dubai, probably not Bali. But yeah, I need to decide. It's kind of a difficult one, because I've been intentionally building a team in London, and like we're starting going to co-work spaces regularly together, and that, trying to build more of an actual day-to-day that isn't just grind in my fucking bedroom, which is basically what I've done for the past 7 years, which there's nothing wrong with that. It has pros and cons and gives you freedom, but yeah, I'm trying to build more of a permanent base, not quite a full office just yet, although I think that would probably happen in like the next 6 to 12 months, maybe, if that needs to happen. But then I also don't want to necessarily be in London during winter, so it's pretty hard. I'm like, well, am I just constantly chasing something else because I think the grass is greener, or should I listen to my gut and actually do something different? I don't really know. So yeah, in the interest of just documenting, which obviously this series is about, also while wearing a fucking dirty t-shirt, then yeah, that's what's going on. Also have some other new shit. This is like a subscriber only special. It's like a pink protein shake, but it's not that special. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that before. And then some other accessories, which I'm not really a fan of, to be honest, and really don't need to drop more accessories because it just complicates the offering. But yeah, that's all coming. And then there's a really special project that I'm working on, which I'm not going to talk about, but I think it's going to change the fucking world and make us big in America, which is really the plan. I want to scale this brand in America. We haven't even touched it yet, so apart from organically. So yeah, there's a lot going on. I need to figure out what the fuck I'm doing in my life as well, because like when I was in Bali, I made a video saying I want to feel settled, and it's good to be able to look back in these videos because it's like interpersonal therapy and like reflection and shit. And I was saying when I was there away, and I've made videos in the past, even a year ago when I was in Mykonos, when I was in Marbella as well, I remember doing that one, and in Bali, saying, I want to build roots in London and be more consistent and all that. Yet when I start doing that, I think, shiny object, not business wise, but shiny object, let's go live somewhere else. I don't know, maybe I should do that because while I'm still relatively young, and probably just for the winter, and I can do that, and that has always been a big part of why I like doing what I do, is the freedom, location and time, particularly location. But yeah, I don't know if that's the right decision. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I don't know, I'm going to clickbait the fuck out of this episode because no one's watched it for 3 weeks. My subscriber rate's dropping, my views are probably dropping. Maybe I'll just be another failed YouTuber in the next few months, but hopefully not. I think I put in some stuff at the start of this video like BTS or whatever. But yeah, I don't know what to call this video. I don't know what to really do with this channel. I feel a bit lost with it, which is probably why I feel a bit lost in my life outside the business. In terms of I'm really passionate about the business, but the structure outside of the business and the way I live, where I live and how I live, I'm not really sure right now. I feel like I'm going through like a mid to late 20s crisis where a lot of people seem to be settling down. Certainly like older mates from the past and newer mates kind of as well. Like everyone's getting girlfriends now and potentially moving in with them, and it is what it is. And maybe the glory years, which definitely aren't that, but I'm just being like flippant and romantic about the past of like living together in the sick flat. Maybe they've ended, I don't know. Maybe I need to do something different, or maybe I need to just accept that things change and people move on. And on that melancholy note, which I'm trying to make this channel less of because I seem to always be so fucking over-romanticized. Yeah, on that note, I'll leave you to it. Hopefully that was remotely interesting to anyone that gives a fuck. Oh, also, the event a few weeks ago was sick. So thanks for coming if you came. And subscribe to the pod, the channel. I will keep doing these, I promise, myself. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. It's the Jordan Plantin vlog. Episode fucking 7072. That's what it feels like. Has Bully go to prison recently? He's over there. Big restock for summer. Big season incoming. Metcon for CrossFit. I've got the new Invincible 3s for slow stuff. My new favourites, Zoomfly for medium stuff in pink. And of course, had to get these in the sale. Vaporfly 2 green, probably the sickest colour I've actually seen. Still need to get the Vaporfly 3 to give them a go. But fucking hell, I don't know if this is justified or if I've just got an addiction to buying shoes. It's probably the latter. But let's see how these go the next few weeks. Warehouse visits. Bit of BTS. 6 years since I've been to James & James. We're back here. After selling my soul to Habu and a few other fulfillment places.
Gold, you can never find one, it's all been used. So let me go and locate one if that's okay.
That's why I set the scene by saying we're exploring
BTS. Yeah.
Amazing me, it gets me in the right headspace, right mood, and also what I figured out is I would have no hangovers the next morning. It's a little trick.
People actually don't like listening to pods, they just want to see BTS. It's way more views.
What are you drinking?
Dash water,
Down. Oh. No.
ironically.
I went to the
Coffee, so now
the
I'm
ID
sober up
for
with the
that.
water. Huh?
I got ID for that.
Really?
I was like, it's
It's
water.
water.
For Dash Water, is that
No,
right?
no, it's got alcohol on it.
Yeah, that's good. And it's got 50% of your daily vitamin D. Yeah, that's good. And it's got 50% of your daily vitamin D. I know, I did work with them. They were like,
Would you feel comfortable?
and they said, do you know where they've sent me?
I don't know.
Law firms who give people
I probably need one after that coffee.
So are you going into YouTube more now?
But I did. I just can't be asked with the pod because the pod's a lot of effort.
Just set the podcast room up and you just walk in every time.
But I've kind of got that in my flat. It's just it's not as good as my old place. I don't like it as much.
How many scoops you put in these tumblers? Bracer.
3, but I'm definitely not having the full Remedies. I'll sip one, but
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
way too much caffeine.
Listen.
You'll have an overload.
But
Twitch
I'm
on
5
it.
milligrams already.